is Loresa Lanceta, and I'm a graduate of YPAS's Musical Theater Department from the class of 2000. My first show at YPAS was from my freshman year, and that was Cinderella. And the last show that I did at YPAS was actually directed by Mr. Bradford, and that was the Gershwin's Crazy for You. I was actually fortunate enough to get the chance to work with Mr. Bradford quite a bit during my time at YPAS. And the first opportunity that I got was during a production of West Side Story my sophomore year. And it was directed by Ms. Gail Benedict, shout out, hi Ms. B. And Gail had actually put in a lot of the faculty from YPAS to play the adults in the production, which was a treat for us kids. And Mr. Bradford played Doc in the production, and I was Maria. And though he and I really didn't have any scenes together or get the chance to really, have an exchange on stage very often, during that very, very last scene, after all of the tragedy happens and everybody's slowly leaving stage, he and I always had a moment right before the curtain went down, and that's a memory that I always have of Mr. Bradford. The first time I got to work with Mr. B as a director was my junior year, and he was directing Pirates of Penzance at YPAS, and that show was just fun. That's the main thing I remember about that show, was just the madcap silliness of it, and he really, really encouraged a sense of play for us as a cast, and there was such a rapport because of that. And yeah, it was just a really, really fun experience. And after that, my senior year, Mr. Bradford also directed me in Crazy for You, and he cast me in the part of Polly, and that particular show was a show that I never imagined that I could possibly do in a million years, and it was really nice to have the encouragement that he gave me during the run and the rehearsal process. And that show was a lot of fun as well. And in addition to that, my senior year, I got to do a production of Children of Eden with Mr. Bradford at Trinity, where he was also the director. And that was the last show that I did my senior year in high school, and it was just a very, very special experience for me. He cast me as Eve/Mama, and it was just a really, really good way to say goodbye to high school, and yeah, I'm still very grateful to him for giving me the chance to play that specific part. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to work very closely with Miss Allison, because I was a musical theater major. She was primarily teaching the theater kids who were majoring just in theater, but she was just as a person, she was always very, very lovely. Just such a beautiful, open energy about her, and she's very knowledgeable. She's a woman who really, really knows her stuff, but at the same time, there was always that sense of we're all artists and we're all collaborators, and she spoke to us on a very equal, respectful level, and I really did enjoy talking to Miss Allison while I was in school, and most especially as an adult, whenever I would come back and say hi to the teachers at YPAS. And I wish you well. I hope that you enjoy retirement. Memories of Bradford. There are a lot between rehearsal rehearsals and class, and him yelling at us for goofing off in the parking lot after rehearsals. I think that the one thing that sticks with me, and I know that there are very, very many silly things that probably would get a laugh, but the one thing that does stick with me was we were auditioning, I think, for him, and I tend to be very in my head and very nervous when it comes to auditioning, even to this day. And I remember him saying to me, "Stop worrying about the sound, just talk to me." And to this day, that's still something that I tell myself before I go into an audition room and I'm worried about belting the high A or whatnot. It's always Bradford's voice in my head. Stop worrying about the sound and just talk to the people. And I don't think that that's ever going to go away. That's always going to be something that I'm going to have in my back.